How's it going, FPL managers, and welcome back to another FPL Era YouTube video. If you're new to the channel, please like this video and subscribe for weekly FPL content. With a few teams blanking in Gameweek 33 and another few teams doubling, the free hit chip is very popular amongst FPL managers this week. In this video, we'll be looking at what I believe to be the foundations of a Gameweek 33 free hit team. With the intro out of the way, let's dive into the video and start building our free hit team for Gameweek 33. Before we identify the foundations of our team, we need to determine which teams have the most favourable fixture or fixtures ahead of Gameweek 33. These are listed on the screen below, with Newcastle, Leicester, Arsenal and United all doubling, all having two fixtures but having at least one favourable fixture from the two. City and Spurs also have a favourable fixture at home to Brighton each, so they both make the list, and the players of the clubs listed on screen will therefore make up the foundations of our Gameweek 33 free hit team. Let's move on and have a look at who'll be making our starting 11. In the sticks is Kasper Schmeichel with a double game week against Newcastle and Everton. Leicester have currently 5 clean sheets this season, and from this, he's earned himself 2 double-digit hauls. He was unlucky not to add a third to his tally with a 9-point return at the weekend, having saved the Haas penalty, but he scored the rebound and Schmeichel came away with a 9-point return at the weekend. He's averaged 5.4 points in his last 5 games, and the double game week fixtures against Everton and Newcastle should potentially point towards a clean sheet for Leicester. Dubravka is also a shout here if you don't want to go Schmeichel in goals. Leading the defence is João Cancelo with City's home fixture against Brighton. Amazingly, City have 18 clean sheets this season, where Cancelo has scored once and assisted 9 times, leading to 6 double-digit hauls. He's also averaged 6.2 points per game over City's last 5 in the league. Brighton face a tough task against Spurs Saturday morning, which could favour City, with them playing Brighton midweek. There is a slight chance though Cancelo could be rested, with Champions League midweek and facing Liverpool in the FA Cup at the weekend. We move towards the midfield spots, and Bukayo Saka earns the first spot in our 5-man midfield. He's already accumulated 9 goals and 6 assists this season, leading to 5 double-digit hauls for the English playmaker. He's also the added bonus of having 2 fixtures this week, albeit one against Chelsea in the second game, but with Arsenal pushing for 4th, he could easily return here. He's averaged 3.8 points per game over his last 5 in the league, and he earns a spot in the team as he's the safest Arsenal pick. Next up in the foundations is Heung-min Son with his early fixture against Brighton Saturday morning. He's currently in the running for the Golden Boot with 17 goals and 8 assists, leading to 8 double-digit hauls this season. 3 of these double-digit hauls have also come in his last 3 games. He's got an average of 10.6 points per game in his last 5, and with his current form, he just edges Mo Salah out of the team. Even though he's a man out of form, in a team out of form, Bruno Fernandes makes a starting 11 with a home fixture against Norwich, followed by a fixture away to Liverpool. You'd be hoping he gets at least one return in the Norwich game, so he makes the starting 11 here, and anything from the Liverpool game is an added bonus to the team. We move on to our first Leicester midfielder in Harvey Barnes with a double game week for Leicester against Newcastle and Everton. He's accumulated 3 goals and 8 assists, leading to 2 double-digit hauls this season. It's a nice double game week for Leicester, so Barnes makes the team as a result. With him being rested against Palace at the weekend, you'd be hoping this was the last rest he'll get, and he should be in contention to start the 2 games. I'll also be keeping an eye on how many minutes he plays in Europe on Thursday night. Completing our midfield is our second Leicester midfielder, and James Maddison earns the final spot in our 5-man midfield. I've already spoken about Leicester's favourable double game week fixtures, and with Maddison on set pieces, he's only blanked once in their last 5 games. It must be noted that I'll be keeping an eye on how many minutes he plays in Europe on Thursday evening, as there could be a chance he could be arrested if he plays the full 90 or even extra time. Leading the line is our final premium spot in Harry Kane with his home fixture against Brighton. Even though Spurs have only a single game week fixture, he can't be ignored as he's only blanked once in his last 9 games. He's got an average of 8.2 points per game in his last 5 games, and with the added bonus of being on penalties, he secures a spot in the team. The last spot of our foundations goes to Chris Wood with his double game week against Leicester and Palace. He scored 5 goals this season, and he's also earned an average of 4.6 points in his last 5 games. With Wood leading the line, you don't need to worry about a certain someone being hauled off at the 68th minute for Burnley, and with the added bonus of being on penalties for Newcastle, he earns a spot in the team. Saint-Maximin is also a shout here, but with Wood on penalty duties, he gets the nod and into our starting 11. With the previous 9 players in your team, it then means managers must fill the blanks with their 2 remaining places. I would probably lean towards at least one Newcastle defender, and probably Telles gets a nod with United's fixture against Norwich. If you're reluctant to go without Mo Salah in your team, you could also swap him for Son, and if you want to have Ronaldo in your team, you could also swap him in for Kane. If you're tight on your budget also, Martinelli offers a cheaper way into the Arsenal midfield, along with Dewsbury Hall, who's a budget enabler that will allow you to get into the Leicester midfield. I'm currently sitting on the fence whether or not to play my free hit in 33 or save it for 37. One thing I know for sure is that I'll definitely be playing my bench boost chip in Gameweek 36. If I decide to play my free hit chip this week, this is how I'll probably be lining up. It ends up with triple Leicester, double Newcastle, double Spurs, double United, and one City and one Arsenal player in the team. Alex Telles could also turn into share for Newcastle, as they've looked fairly tight in defence as of late, and with 2 home fixtures for Newcastle, it could mean some clean sheets for them. I also released this in thread format over on Twitter yesterday, and I received some great feedback from the FPL community. If you're on Twitter, why not head over and give it a read and throw us a follow, as we're getting close to 10k followers over there. There you have it. There's the foundations of a Gameweek 33 free hit team. If you've liked what you've seen, please do give the video a like and a comment below. And if you're not subbed to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you later on in the week when I'll have decided whether or not I'll be hitting my free hit this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.